Every day, the world conspires to steal your peace. People criticize your choices, judge your dreams, and question your worth. Social media floods your mind with comparison and negativity. Relationships disappoint you. Work drains your spirit. And somewhere in the chaos, you've forgotten the most important truth of all. No one has the power to disturb your inner sanctuary unless you hand them the key. The ancient Stoics understood this profound secret. They lived through wars, betrayals, and unimaginable hardships, yet they remained unshakable. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while maintaining perfect composure. Epictetus endured slavery, yet achieved complete freedom of mind. Seneca navigated political treachery without losing his wisdom. They discovered that true power isn't controlling others. It's becoming so centered in yourself that nothing external can move you. Today, you will learn their secrets. The first pillar of emotional invincibility is understanding that your feelings are not facts and your reactions are not requirements. When someone insults you, your mind automatically generates anger, hurt, or frustration. But the Stoics taught us that between stimulus and response lies a sacred space, the space where your power lives. Epictetus said it perfectly. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. That person's words are just vibrations in the air until you give them meaning and power. You can choose to let them pass through you like wind through an open window. The insult existed for a moment, then dissolved into nothing, while your peace remained intact. This is emotional detachment, not becoming cold or uncaring, but refusing to let external chaos disturb your internal calm. The illusion of control is humanity's greatest source of suffering. We exhaust ourselves trying to change people who don't want to change, fix situations beyond our influence, and force outcomes that aren't ours to determine. Marcus Aurelius spent years understanding this fundamental truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you truly grasp that you can only control your thoughts, actions, and responses, everything else becomes irrelevant. That person who betrayed you, their choice, their consequence, the opportunity that slipped away, not yours to control. The criticism that stings, someone else's opinion, not your reality. Freedom begins the moment you stop trying to control what was never yours to control in the first place. When betrayal strikes, when friends become enemies, when trust is shattered, the untrained mind seeks revenge, explanation, or closure. But the Stoic mind sees betrayal for what it truly is, a revelation of character, not a reflection of your worth. Seneca understood this deeply. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. The person who betrayed you has revealed their true nature, and in doing so, they've given you the gift of clarity. You don't need to fight back, argue, or prove your point. Their actions speak for themselves, while your silence speaks volumes about your strength. The wise person doesn't wrestle with pigs. They simply walk away, knowing that engaging only makes you dirty while the pig enjoys it. Your value doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's opinion. You are not a stock whose worth rises and falls with market sentiment. Internal validation is the fortress that protects you from the endless noise of external judgment. The Stoics taught that seeking approval from others is like chasing shadows. You'll never catch them. And even if you do, they offer no substance. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily how much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does. When you know who you are and what you stand for, the opinions of others become as relevant as yesterday's weather. Someone thinks you're too quiet? Someone else thinks you're too loud. Someone believes you're too ambitious. Another thinks you're too passive. The only opinion that matters is the one you hold of yourself. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. This ancient wisdom separates those who thrive from those who merely survive. When criticism comes, when failure strikes, when life delivers its inevitable blows, you have a choice. You can resist the pain, fight against reality, and multiply your suffering. Or you can accept what is, learn what you can, and move forward with grace. Epictetus, who knew physical pain intimately, taught us that our judgments about events cause more suffering than the events themselves. The criticism isn't the problem. Your belief that you shouldn't be criticized is the problem. The failure isn't the issue. Your attachment to a specific outcome is the issue. When you stop fighting reality and start flowing with it, you discover that most of your suffering was self-imposed. Between impulse and action lies the sacred pause, the moment where wisdom lives and fools rush past. When someone triggers you, when anger rises, when the urge to react floods your system, the Stoic practices the art of the pause. Take a breath, count to 10. Ask yourself, will my reaction improve this situation or make it worse? Will my words heal or harm? Will my response reflect the person I want to be or the person my emotions want me to become? Most of the time, the answer is clear. Silence and stillness serve you better than reaction and chaos. The pause is your superpower. It's the difference between being controlled by your emotions and being the master of them. Your thoughts are not your identity, and your mind is not your master. The untrained mind is like a wild horse running wherever it pleases, dragging you along for a painful ride. But the Stoic learns to be the rider, not the passenger. When negative thoughts arise, you don't have to believe them, feed them, or follow them. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily discipline. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Watch your thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. Some are dark and stormy, others light and peaceful, but all are temporary. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. When you master this distinction, no one can disturb your peace because your peace doesn't depend on external circumstances. It flows from your internal mastery. Self-respect means choosing yourself over the approval of others, even when it costs you friendships, opportunities, or comfort. People-pleasing is a prison disguised as kindness. You sacrifice your values, compromise your boundaries, and exhaust your energy trying to make everyone happy, only to discover that it's an impossible task. Seneca understood this trap. Every slave has his freedom in his own hands. The moment you stop seeking approval and start living authentically, you free yourself from the opinions of others. Some people will love the real you, others will hate it, but everyone will respect it. And more importantly, you will respect yourself. Silence is not weakness. It's the ultimate display of strength. In a world that rewards the loudest voice and the quickest comeback, choosing silence is revolutionary. When someone tries to provoke you, your silence speaks volumes. It says you're too secure to be baited, too wise to be drawn into petty conflicts, too strong to need the last word. The Stoics understood that silence is often the most powerful response. It forces others to face their own words without the distraction of your reaction. It protects your energy for things that truly matter. It demonstrates that you're not controlled by external provocations. Sometimes the most devastating thing you can do to someone trying to hurt you is to remain completely unmoved. You don't owe anyone an explanation for living your life authentically. Society will pressure you to justify your choices, defend your decisions, and explain your actions. But the Stoic knows that those who matter don't need explanations, and those who need explanations don't matter. When you walk away from toxic relationships, decline invitations that don't serve you, or choose paths that others don't understand, you don't need to provide a dissertation on your reasoning. Your life is your own to live. Your choices are your own to make. Your peace is your own to protect. The right people will understand without explanation, and the wrong people won't understand despite explanation. The ultimate Stoic wisdom is this: when you master your mind, nobody can master you. The world will continue to rage, people will continue to judge, and chaos will continue to swirl around you. But you will remain like a mountain in a storm, unmoved, unshaken, untouchable. You've discovered the secret that the ancient philosophers knew. True power isn't controlling others, it's controlling yourself. True strength isn't fighting every battle, it's choosing which battles deserve your energy. True freedom isn't having no problems, it's being untroubled by the problems you have. The world will still shout, but you will remain still. They will try to disturb your peace, but you will have become peace itself. Nothing and nobody will affect you again, because you finally learned the greatest lesson of all. You are the master of your own mind, the guardian of your own peace, and the architect of your own unshakable strength.